Hello students, good morning and welcome once again to our online classes. And in today's class we are going to start the second book and we will discuss the first chapter of the second book, which is haloalkene and haloarene. Overall it is a 10th unit or 10th chapter, but after deletion of one chapter which was metallurgy, it is now chapter number 9. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss some important topic which is mentioned here. First of all, we will discuss the classification and nomenclature for both haloalkanes and haloarenes. Then after that we discuss the nature of carbon halogen bond in case of both haloalkanes and haloarenes. And after that we will discuss the method of preparation of both, the physical properties of both and the chemical properties of both, and in haloalkanes and haloarenes the substitution reaction are their characteristic reactions. Okay, so in haloalkanes we will discuss the optical aspect of the substitution reactions, and in haloarenes we will discuss the directive influence of halogen in monosubstituted compounds only. Okay, and the topics which are mentioned here in red color are the deleted topic for this session, so we do not need to study them. What was these topics? Uses and environmental effects of dichloromethane, trichloromethane, tetrachloromethane, iodoform, freons, DDT. So basically the theoretical portion which was related to the uses or importance of these halo compounds are removed from our syllabus. So these are the topics which we will discuss in today's class. First of all, we will discuss that what is haloalkane and haloarenes. After that we will discuss the classification of both of them and nomenclature of both haloalkanes and haloarenes. Now first of all, let's discuss that what are the haloalkanes or haloarenes. Okay, so see, the halogen group or group 17 elements, if attached with any alkane chain or any alkyl group, it is called haloalkanes. For example, if chlorine is attached with methyl group, this is haloalkane, or chloromethane to be specific. So any halo group, for example, suppose bromine is attached with ethyl group, it is bromoethane or ethyl bromide. Okay, their naming we will discuss in nomenclature part. So what are haloalkane? When the halo group or halogen group is attached with simple alkyl group or alkyl chain, it is called haloalkanes. Now let's discuss what are the haloarenes. Now if this halogen group is attached with some aromatic system such as benzene or the derivatives of benzene, then it is called haloarenes. Now why we have divided this halo compounds into two parts? Why we are reading haloalkanes and haloarenes separately? Because they show a little variation in the chemical properties. Okay, so that is the main difference between haloalkanes and haloarenes. Both of them will show substitution reaction, no doubt, but their mechanism will be different, right? So this is the introduction of halo compounds. The very famous examples, some examples are there like chloroform. We all hear it many times. So chloroform is a halo compound. DDT is a halo compounds. Okay, CFC, chlorofluorocarbons, these are also halo compounds. So now let's discuss the classification of halo compounds, both haloalkanes and haloarenes. We will divide the whole classification on three bases. First one is on the basis of number of halo compounds or halogen group. Whether there is one halogen group or two or three or more in a particular molecule, it will be divided in mono haloalkane or mono haloarene or dihaloalkane or trihaloalkane, etc. Then in second category, we will discuss those halo compounds which have sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bond. And on basis of this category, we will discuss the normal alkyl halides. Then second one will be the allyl halide. Okay, now what is allyl we will discuss, and benzyl halide. Okay, so allylic halides, benzylic halides and alkyl halides we will discuss in the sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bond. After that, the third basis is the compounds containing sp2 hybridized carbon halogen bond. In this category, we will go through the vinylic halide or the vinyl group and the aryl group. Okay, so these are the main outline of the classification. So let's begin with the first basis, which is on the basis of number of halogen group. So on the basis of number of halogen group, we can divide them in mono haloalkane. Similarly, for haloarenes also, we can call them mono haloarene. Okay, you can give any example containing just one halogen group. For example, suppose ethyl bromide. So this is a mono haloalkane, and here bromobenzene or chlorobenzene, it is a mono haloarene. Now there may be dihaloalkane or dihaloarene. For example, this one is called dihaloalkane. And in case of aryl compounds, two halogen groups may be attached with 1,2 position or 1,3 or any other position. And similarly, we can also differentiate them into trihaloalkane, tetrahaloalkane, etc. So this is the first classification, which is on the basis of number of halogen group. I don't think you have any problem in them. Like trihaloarene, let me give you one example. This is 1,2,3 trichlorobenzene, or we can also include this example also in the same category, 1,3,5 trichlorobenzene. Okay, so this is the first basis of classification. Now see, the second basis of classification is containing those compounds which have sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bonds. Now what is sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bond? If halogen is attached with any carbon which is further attached with 3 more sigma bonds, that means the carbon should be sp3 hybridized. So what is the identification of sp3 hybridized carbon? If the valency of carbon is saturated by 4 sigma bonds, then the carbon will be sp3 hybridized. So if this kind of bond is present, then we will include those compound in this category. So the first one will be all haloalkanes. Now we know that the alkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons. That means there is no double or triple bond, so it will automatically, all carbon will be sp3 hybridized. So all examples, for example, methyl chloride, ethyl bromide, or propyl bromide, or butyl iodide, all are belonging to the sp3 hybridized carbon halogen bond. Now look at the type B. It is very important. Type B is allylic halides. Now what is allylic position? If halogen is attached with a carbon just next to the double bond, okay, I'm talking about this carbon atom. So this carbon atom is attached just next to the double bonded carbon atom. So this position is called allylic position, okay. And if a halo group is attached here, it will be called allylic halide. Again, this is very important, okay. So at this carbon, if a halogen group is attached, it is called allylic halides. Now see, this one is also allylic halide, because you can see that this carbon is attached just next after the double bond, and this one is also allylic halide, okay. This is not double bond, okay. So the carbon present just after the double bond is containing halogen group. If this kind of skeleton is there, then that is allylic halide. Then the third one is benzylic halides. Now what is benzylic halide or what is benzylic position? Let me tell you. So this is a benzene ring, and the next carbon attached with benzene ring, if halogen group is present here, it is called benzylic halide, okay. So similar to allylic, if the halogen is attached with just next carbon to a benzene ring, it will called benzylic halide, okay. So look at this example. This is not benzylic halide. Why? Because the halogen is attached directly on the benzene ring, okay. So there are little differentiation between all these kind of compounds. This one is called aryl halide. We will discuss in the next category, sp2 hybridized carbon halogen bond, okay. So be clear about allylic and benzylic halides. Now see that the sp3 hybridized carbon halogen compounds may be of 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree halo compounds. Now what does it mean? It means that the carbon with which halogen is attached, if it is further attached with 1, 2 or 3 carbons, then they will be primary, secondary and tertiary haloalkanes or haloarenes. For example, I think you have noted all this down. I am removing it, okay. For example, suppose you have this ethyl bromide. Here you can see. So this ethyl bromide is 1 degree because the carbon atom attached with bromine is further attached with just 1 carbon atom, okay. So this is 1 degree haloalkane. If it is attached with 2 other carbon atoms, it will be secondary or 2 degree haloalkane, and this kind of compounds will be called 3 degree haloalkane. Now allylic also may be 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and benzylic may also be 1, 2 or 3 degree. For example, this one is benzylic halide, so this is 1 degree. If it is further attached with another alkyl group, now it becomes 2 degree, and another alkyl group if attached, then it becomes 3 degree. So this 1, 2 and 3 degree can also be included in case of benzylic and also in case of allylic. Okay, similarly we can attach 2 or more alkyl group to convert it into 1 degree to 2 degree and 2 degree to 3 degree. So basically the sp3 hybridized carbon halogen compounds are divided in 3 types. First one was haloalkane, second one was allylic halide, and third one was benzylic halide. And all these can be further categorized as primary, secondary and tertiary halo compounds. I think you are clear about this. Okay, now let's move to the next classification, which is compounds containing sp2 hybridized carbon hydrogen bond. Now here we have 2 types of molecules or categories. The first one is vinylic halide. Now if the halogen group is attached directly to the double bonded carbon atom, then it is called vinylic halide. Okay, so what is the difference between vinylic and allylic? In vinylic, the halogen is attached directly to the double bonded carbon atom, and in allylic, the halogen is attached to the next carbon from the double bond. So tell me that in which category you will put this halo compound. Of course, this is also vinylic because halogen is attached directly to the double bonded carbon atom. And the second one is the aryl halide. Okay, now all the aromatic systems or benzene derivatives comes in this category. So if a halo compound or halo group is attached with the benzene ring directly, it is called aryl halide. Okay, so tell me in which category you will put this compound? Obviously in aryl halide. Okay, so this is all about the classification. Okay, I am writing some structures of halo compounds. You have to simply tell me whether it is allylic, arylic, benzylic or vinylic. Okay, so tell me that in which category you will put this compound, then this compound, then this one, then this one, and at last this one. Okay, so if I number them 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, let me know in the comments that which one is belongs to which category. Okay, name them. So this is all about the classification. Now we will discuss the nomenclature of halo compounds, both haloalkanes and haloarenes. So whenever I call them methyl chloride, ethyl bromide, or propyl iodide, etc., this is their common name. That means this is not the IUPAC name, it is just common name or the name which has been in trend for a long time. So if I say alkyl halide, that is their common name, and according to IUPAC we name them as haloalkane or haloarene. Now in IUPAC we will follow all the basic rules like numbering, selection of longest carbon chain, and then assigning them their names according to the alphabets in case of one or more halo group is there. Okay, so here are some examples. First of all, we will discuss their common name, and after that we will discuss their IUPAC name. So this one is propyl bromide. This one is isopropyl chloride. Okay, isopropyl chloride. And this one is isobutyl chloride. And if we name them according to IUPAC, their name will be 1-bromo-propane. Here it will be called as 2-chloropropane, and this one will be called, now there is a methyl group also, so we will number from here 1 2 3. It will be 1-chloro-2-methyl-propane. Now I believe that you all know about this iso, neo, these kind of trivial system names. See, if any group is attached here, it is called normal propyl, N-propyl. If it is attached at the second carbon, it is called isopropyl. Okay, and in case of butyl, if it is attached in the linear form, it is called N-butyl or normal butyl. If it is attached like this one, see, if this kind of skeleton is there, it is called isobutyl. And this is called tertiary butyl. Okay, so all these are the basic things which we have studied thoroughly in class 11. Now there are some other examples of haloarenes. So first of all, let's discuss their common name. What will be the common name of these compounds? It will be called bromobenzene. It will be called meta-dibromobenzene. And this one will be called symmetrical tribromobenzene. So one thing you noticed, that in case of haloalkanes, the common name is in the form of alkyl halide, and in case of haloarenes, the common name is in the form of haloarenes itself. Just we use ortho, meta, para, etc. for the indication of position. Now what will be the IUPAC name? This will be bromobenzene. So no difference between common and IUPAC name. This one will be 1,3-dibromobenzene. and it will be called 135 tribromobenzene. Okay, I think it is clear to all of you. So one thing to be noted, that the common names of haloalkanes are in format of alkyl halide, and the IUPAC name is in the format of haloalkane. But for haloarenes, both the IUPAC and common name is in the format of haloarene itself. Just the difference is that in a common name system we use ortho, para, meta, etc. to indicate the position, and in case of IUPAC system we use 1, 2, 3, the numbering system. Okay. Now there are two more examples. I think you can name them. Okay, what will be the name of first one? 1, 2, 3, 2,2-dimethyl. Okay, so alphabetically chlorine will be named first. So it will be 1-chloro 2,2-dimethyl propane, and this one will be 2-bromopropane. Okay. Now let's discuss that how we will name if two or more halo compounds are there. Basically, we will discuss about if two similar halo compounds are there, or halo groups are there. So if two similar halo groups are there, then they are named as alkylidene or alkylene dihalide. Now in some case we will use alkylidene, and in some case we will use alkylene dihalide. So if the both halo groups are attached with the same carbon, this position is called geminal position. So this is called gem dihalide. And if the halo compounds are attached at 1,2 position, it is called vicinal position, or they are called vis dihalide. So in case of gem position we will name them as alkylidene, and in case of vicinal we will call them alkylene dihalides. So these are the common names, okay, not the IUPAC. So here the name of this will be ethylidene chloride because it is geminal, and this one is called ethylene dichloride. Okay, so ethylidene chloride in case of geminal and ethylene dichloride in case of vicinal. But IUPAC system is much simpler. We will name it as 1,1-dichloroethane and 1,2-dichloroethane. So IUPAC system is simpler compared to the common names in case of dihalides. Now see, there are some halo compounds and their common as well IUPAC name are mentioned in this table. I request you to go through all these compounds, try to name them by yourself, and if any mismatch, then identify that where you have mistaken. Okay, so here in common names we have used the position like vinyl, allyl, benzyl, etc. Okay, and in IUPAC name it is the simple nomenclature based on the rules. So So, next move further. this is an exercise for you. There are total 6 compounds and you have to name them according to IUPAC system. Let me solve one example for you, any random example. Suppose let's solve this. So we will number them 1, 2, 3 and 4, the longest carbon chain. Then it will be named as 1 bromo but 2-ene, because it is an alkene and it is from the category of allyl halide. It is from the category of allylic halide. Let's solve any other example also. Suppose this one. Again, numbering starts from here 1, 2, 3 and there is a substitute. So it is 1 bromo 2 methyl prop 2-ene. Okay, so these are the IUPAC names. Solve all of them. That's for today's class. I think you have got the concepts behind naming and classification. And next class is going to be very important for the foundation in this chapter. So the topics which we will cover in the next class will be nature of carbon halogen bond and the method of preparation of both haloalkanes and haloarenes. And after that we will come into the topics like physical properties and the chemical reactions. And in chemical reactions, the stereochemical aspect and the directing influence will be the main highlight of this chapter. So thank you all of you for attending the class attentively. Let's continue in the next session.